Hello, and welcome to Code Your English. I'm really happy you are here today. Thank you for giving me your time and your attention. I hope you are feeling calm, comfortable, and ready to listen. If you are walking, sitting, or relaxing, this podcast is a good companion for you. Take a deep breath, slow down, and let's begin this journey together. Today's topic is wealth is built quietly. This is a simple sentence, but it has a very deep meaning. Many people think wealth is loud. They think it is about showing money, cars, or success to the world. But real wealth is often very quiet. It grows slowly, step by step, without noise, without showing off, and without pressure. In this podcast, we will talk about what wealth really means and how it is built in a calm and patient way. This topic is very important for life because many people feel stressed when they compare themselves to others. They think they are late. They think they are failing. They think success must be fast and visible. But this thinking can make us tired and unhappy. When we understand that wealth is built quietly, we learn to trust the process. We learn to focus on our daily actions instead of quick results. This idea can change the way we think about money, skills, learning, and even personal growth. This topic is also very important for learning, especially for learning English. Learning English is not loud. It is not fast. It happens quietly when you listen every day, when you practice speaking slowly, and when you make small mistakes and learn from them. Many strong English speakers did not become good in one day. They practiced quietly for months and years. Just like wealth, English grows in silence. In this podcast, you will learn two things at the same time. You will learn a life lesson about patience, focus, and long-term growth. And you will also practice your English listening and speaking skills. I will use simple words and clear sentences so you can understand easily. I encourage you to listen carefully, repeat sentences, and even pause the podcast to speak aloud. So stay with me. Be relaxed. There is no rush. This is Code Your English, where we learn English and life lessons together. One calm step at a time. Let's continue. What do we mean by wealth? Now let's take a moment to clearly understand one very important word: wealth. Many people hear this word and think only about money. They think about a lot of cash, big houses, expensive cars, or a high salary. Money is one part of wealth, but it is not the full meaning. If we only see wealth as money, we miss many important parts of life. Real wealth is much wider and deeper than that. Wealth means having valuable things that help you live a better and more balanced life. These things can be seen, but many of them cannot be seen. Some types of wealth are inside you, not in your bank account. They grow slowly, and they support you every day. When we understand this, we stop chasing only money, and we start building a strong and stable life. Money is one type of wealth, and it is important. Money helps us feel safe. It helps us pay bills, buy food, support our family, and plan for the future. But money alone does not make a person rich. Someone can have a lot of money and still feel stressed, tired, or unhappy. That is why money should support life, not control it. When money is built quietly and used wisely, it becomes a helpful tool, not a problem. Another very important type of wealth is skills. Skills are the things you can do well. For example, speaking English, writing, teaching, problem-solving, or using technology are all skills. Skills give you opportunities. They help you find better work and grow in your career. Skills are built slowly through practice. When you practice a little every day, your skills grow quietly. One day, you look back and see how far you have come. Knowledge is also a powerful form of wealth. Knowledge is what you learn from books, listening, experience, and study. When you understand more about the world, you make better decisions. Knowledge helps you avoid mistakes. It helps you think clearly and confidently. Knowledge is quiet. It grows when you read, listen, and learn regularly. No one may notice it at first, but it changes your life over time. Health is one of the most valuable types of wealth. Without health, money and success feel empty. Good health gives you energy, focus, and strength. It helps you enjoy life and work toward your goals. Health is built through small daily actions like eating well, moving your body, sleeping enough, and managing stress. These actions are simple, and they are often quiet, but they create strong wealth in the long run. Good habits are another form of wealth that many people forget. Habits shape your life every day. Waking up early, reading, practicing English, saving money, or planning your day are all good habits. Bad habits slowly take wealth away, while good habits quietly build it. You may not see results in 1 week or 1 month, but over time, habits create big changes. Finally, we have peace of mind. This is a very deep and important kind of wealth. Peace of mind means feeling calm, balanced, and clear inside. It means not feeling constant fear, stress, or pressure. When you have peace of mind, you can enjoy simple moments. You can think better and live better. Peace of mind comes from clear goals, healthy habits, self-acceptance, and patience. It cannot be bought with money, but it can be built quietly through the way you live. So when we talk about wealth in this podcast, we are talking about all these things together. Wealth is money, skills, knowledge, health, good habits, and peace of mind. True wealth is a balance of all of them. It is not loud. It is not fast. It is built slowly, carefully, and quietly, one small step at a time. The common idea about wealth. Now let's talk about a very common idea about wealth that many people have today. This idea is everywhere around us. We see it on our phones, on social media, on videos, and in daily conversations. Many people believe that wealth is loud. They think that if someone is rich or successful, everyone must see it, and everyone must know it. This way of thinking is very popular, but it is not always true. For many people, wealth looks like noise and show. It looks like expensive cars, big houses, luxury clothes, and fancy trips. People often think that success must be visible. If it is real, it must be shared. If someone is doing well, they should post it, talk about it, and show it to others. This idea has become normal in today's world, especially because of social media. On social media, we usually see the best moments of people's lives. We see pictures of holidays, new cars, expensive food, and happy faces. We hear people talking about their achievements, their income, and their fast success. These images and stories create a strong message. The message is simple but powerful. Wealth is something you show, and success is something you talk about loudly. Because of this, many people start to believe that if they are not showing success, they are not successful. They feel pressure to look rich, even if they are not. They may spend money they do not have. They may try to live a lifestyle that is too expensive. They may talk a lot about their plans and dreams, even before they build anything real. This does not mean these people are bad. They are just influenced by what they see every day. Talking about success is also part of this loud idea of wealth. Many people feel they must always speak about their goals, their projects, and their future success. They want others to notice them and admire them. Sometimes, talking feels easier than doing. Talking gives quick attention, while real work takes time and patience. Again, this is very common, and it happens to many people. It is important to understand this idea without judging anyone. Showing success is not always wrong. Some people share their life to inspire others. Some people enjoy celebrating their achievements. This is normal. The problem starts when we believe this is the only way wealth looks. The problem starts when noise becomes more important than progress, and showing becomes more important than growing. This loud picture of wealth can also affect how we feel about our own life. When we compare our quiet effort with someone else's loud success, we may feel small or slow. We may think we are failing, even when we are improving every day. This feeling can be heavy, especially for learners and beginners in any area of life. That is why it is important to clearly see this common idea of wealth. It helps us understand the contrast. On one side, we have noise, show, and fast attention. On the other side, we have quiet work, patience, and real growth. In the next parts of this podcast, we will slowly move away from the noise and look deeper into how real wealth is often built, without showing, without talking too much, and without hurry. The real truth: wealth is built quietly. Now let's come to the heart of this podcast, the real truth behind everything we are discussing. The real truth is simple, but very powerful. Wealth is built quietly. This sentence may sound easy, but its meaning is deep. When we truly understand it, the way we think about success, growth, and life begins to change. When we say quietly, we do not mean hiding or feeling ashamed. Quietly means without noise, without showing off, and without the need for attention. It means doing the work even when no one is watching. It means focusing on progress, not on praise. Quiet growth happens in daily routines, not in big announcements. It happens when you choose discipline over excitement. Building wealth quietly means there is no hurry. There is no rush to reach the end quickly. People who build real wealth understand that good things take time. They are patient with the process. They do not expect big results in a short time. Instead, they trust small actions repeated every day. This mindset removes pressure and creates stability. Another important part of quiet wealth is no showing off. When someone is busy improving their life, they do not need to prove it to others. They do not feel the need to show every step online or talk about every small success. Their energy goes into building, not displaying. This does not mean they never celebrate. It simply means celebration is not the goal. Progress is the goal. Quiet wealth also means there are no loud success stories every day. Real success is usually boring on the outside. It looks like waking up early, working carefully, learning slowly, and making good choices again and again. There are no big surprises. There is no magic moment, just steady effort over time. This kind of success does not get many likes, but it lasts. Slow and steady growth is the foundation of quiet wealth. When growth is slow, it is strong. When growth is steady, it is reliable. Fast success can disappear quickly, but slow success builds roots. Just like a tree, real wealth grows underground first. No one sees the roots, but they are the reason the tree stands strong later. This truth also brings peace. When you stop trying to be loud, you feel calmer. You stop chasing attention. You stop comparing yourself to others. You focus on your own path. This calm focus helps you make better decisions. It helps you stay consistent, even on difficult days. For English learners, this truth is very important. Learning English quietly means practicing even when you feel slow. It means listening, repeating, and improving little by little. You may not speak perfectly today, but tomorrow you will be better. One day, without noticing, you will realize how much you have grown. That is quiet wealth in language learning. So remember this message clearly. Wealth does not need noise. It does not need hurry. It does not need daily proof. Real wealth is built quietly, through patience, focus, and small actions done again and again. This is not only the truth about money, but the truth about life. Why quiet work is powerful. Now let's understand why quiet work is so powerful. Many people underestimate quiet effort because it does not look exciting. It does not bring quick praise or instant results. But in reality, quiet work is one of the strongest ways to build real and lasting wealth. When we understand why it works, we feel more confident in our own slow and steady journey. First, focus is much better in silence. When you work quietly, your mind is calmer. You are not thinking about who is watching you or what others will say. You are not distracted by opinions, likes, or comments. Your attention stays on the task in front of you. This deep focus helps you learn faster and work better. For example, when you study English alone, without noise or pressure, you can listen carefully, repeat clearly, and understand more. Quiet work also brings less pressure. When you are not trying to show progress, you feel lighter inside. You do not feel the need to prove yourself every day. You give yourself time to grow. This removes fear and stress. Without pressure, mistakes feel normal, not painful. You become more comfortable with learning and improving. This is very important because pressure often makes people quit, but calm effort helps people continue. Another strong reason quiet work is powerful is consistency. Loud motivation often comes and goes. Some days you feel excited, and other days you feel tired. Quiet work does not depend on mood, it depends on routine. When you work quietly, you build habits. You show up even on normal days. You practice even when you do not feel inspired. This regular action creates real progress over time. Small daily actions may look unimportant, but they are the foundation of success. Quiet workers understand this. They do not wait for perfect conditions. They do not wait for big opportunities. They take small steps every day. For example, reading one page, saving a small amount of money, or listening to one podcast episode. These actions are easy, but when repeated daily, they create powerful results. Quiet work also supports long-term thinking. Instead of asking, "What can I get today?" you start asking, "What will help me in 1 year or 5 years?" This mindset changes your decisions. You choose learning over comfort. You choose patience over speed. You choose growth over attention. Long-term thinking helps you stay on the right path, even when results are slow. Let's look at a simple real-life example. Imagine two people learning English. One person talks a lot about learning English. They post about it and tell everyone their plans. They study sometimes, but not regularly. The other person studies quietly. They listen every day, speak a little every day, and make mistakes in private. After 1 year, The second person speaks better and feels confident. This is the power of quiet work. Another example is saving money. Someone who saves quietly does not talk about it. They avoid unnecessary spending. They save small amounts regularly. Over time, their savings grow. There is no drama, no noise, just steady progress. This kind of growth feels calm and secure. Quiet work builds trust in yourself. When you see that small actions work, you begin to believe in your ability to grow. You stop needing approval from others. You become patient with yourself. This inner confidence is a very valuable form of wealth. So remember, quiet work is powerful because it helps you focus, reduces pressure, builds consistency, values small actions, and supports long-term thinking. It may not look exciting, but it creates strong, real, and lasting results. This is why people who grow quietly often succeed deeply. Simple examples of quiet wealth building. Now let's make this idea very real and practical by looking at simple examples of quiet wealth building. These examples are not about big success stories or famous people. They are about normal people and small actions. This will help you imagine how quiet wealth is built in everyday life, step by step, without noise. Let's start with a simple example of saving money. Imagine a person who decides to save a small amount every month. It is not a big amount. Maybe it is just a little from their salary. They do not talk about it. They do not tell everyone. They do not try to show their savings. Every month, they quietly put money aside. Some months are easy, and some months are difficult, but they continue. After 1 year, the money is there. After 5 years, it becomes something meaningful. This person did not get rich fast, but they built security and peace slowly. This is quiet wealth. Now, think about someone learning English. This person does not wait for perfect time. They do not study for many hours one day and then stop for weeks. Instead, they listen to English every day. Maybe only 15 or 20 minutes. They repeat sentences. They speak alone. They make mistakes. No one sees this work. No one claps. But after months, their ears understand more. Their tongue moves more easily. One day, they realize they can speak without fear. This change did not come from noise. It came from quiet, daily effort. Another strong example is reading instead of scrolling. Imagine a person who chooses to read a few pages every day instead of spending hours on social media. They read in the morning or before sleep. They learn new ideas. They think more clearly. This habit looks small. It does not bring quick excitement. But over time, this person becomes more knowledgeable. Their thinking improves. Their vocabulary grows. This is a quiet form of wealth that stays with them for life. Now let's talk about improving skills quietly. Think about someone who wants to become better at their job. They do not announce it. They do not complain. They learn in silence. They watch tutorials, practice, ask questions, and improve slowly. Each day, they get a little better. After some time, people notice their skills. Opportunities come. Promotions come. Others may say it was sudden success, but in reality, it was built quietly over many days and months. These examples show something very important. Quiet wealth is not about doing something big once. It is about doing something small many times. It is about choosing growth when no one is watching. It is about patience and trust in the process. These people did not feel special every day, but they stayed consistent. Quiet wealth building also feels calm. There is no pressure to compete. There is no stress to impress. You move at your own pace. You focus on your own goals. This makes the journey enjoyable, not heavy. You feel proud of yourself, even without praise. For English learners, these examples are very important. Your English will improve the same way, not by one perfect day, but by many normal days. Each time you listen, repeat, or speak, you are building quiet wealth. One day, you will speak with confidence, and people may be surprised. But you will know the truth. You built it quietly. So remember, quiet wealth is built in simple ways: saving regularly, learning daily, reading often, improving skills patiently. These actions may look small, but they create strong and lasting results over time. Wealth and English learning. Strong connection. Now, let's connect this idea directly to English learning, because for you, as a listener of Code Your English, this is one of the most important forms of wealth you can build. Learning English is not just about passing a test or speaking a foreign language. It is a long-term investment in yourself. It opens doors, creates opportunities, and gives you confidence. That is why English is a very real form of wealth. English skill is wealth because it stays with you for life. Money can be lost, but skills remain. When you can understand, speak, and express yourself in English, you gain access to information, jobs, education, and global communication. This skill can improve your future in ways you may not even see today. Like all real wealth, English grows slowly and quietly. Most English learning happens in silence. It happens when you listen carefully to podcasts like this one. It happens when you repeat sentences quietly to yourself. It happens when you shadow the speaker, trying to match the sound and rhythm. It happens when you speak alone in your room, in front of a mirror, or while walking. These moments are private. No one sees them, but they are powerful. Quiet practice is often more effective than loud practice. When you practice alone, you feel less fear. You are not afraid of making mistakes. You can stop, repeat, and try again. You can focus on pronunciation, listening, and understanding. This calm environment helps your brain learn better. Language learning needs repetition, and repetition needs patience. Quiet practice gives you both. There is also no need to show your progress every day. Many learners feel pressure to prove that they are improving. They want to speak perfectly, quickly. They want others to notice. But English does not grow like that. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel slow. This is normal. Progress is not always visible. What matters is that you keep going. Small daily practice matters more than big effort once a week. Listening for 15 or 20 minutes every day is more powerful than studying for 3 hours once a week. Speaking a few sentences every day builds muscle memory in your mouth. Your ears slowly become familiar with sounds. Your brain connects words naturally. These small actions feel easy, but over time, they create fluency. Confidence in English also grows quietly. One day, you realize you understand more without translating. Another day, you answer a question without fear. Another day, you speak without stopping too much. These moments are quiet, but they are signs of real growth. Confidence does not come from showing off. It comes from knowing, inside yourself, that you are improving. Many fluent speakers were once silent learners. They listened more than they spoke. They practiced quietly. They made mistakes in private. Over time, their confidence became natural. This is why you should trust your own journey. Your English does not need to be loud to be strong. So remember this connection clearly. Learning English is quiet wealth. Every time you listen, repeat, and speak, you are investing in yourself. Even when progress feels slow, it is still happening. Stay patient. Stay consistent. One day, your English will speak for you, and people will see the results of the quiet work you did. Common mistakes people make. Now let's talk about some common mistakes people make when they are trying to build wealth, learn skills, or improve their English. Understanding these mistakes is very important because when you see them clearly, you can avoid them. This part is not to judge anyone. These mistakes are very normal, and almost everyone makes them at some point. One very common mistake is wanting fast results. Many people start something new with excitement. They want quick change. They want success in a few days or weeks. When results do not come fast, they feel disappointed. They think something is wrong with them. But real growth is slow. Wealth, skills, and language learning all take time. When you accept this truth, you stop feeling frustrated and start enjoying the process. Another mistake is comparing yourself with others. Today, it is very easy to compare. We see other people's progress, success, and confidence. We forget that we are seeing only a small part of their journey. We do not see their struggle, their quiet work, or their failures. Comparison steals your peace. It makes you feel behind, even when you are moving forward. Your journey is your own, and your speed is right for you. Many people also give up too early. They start well, but when things become difficult or boring, they stop. Quiet work does not always feel exciting. Some days feel slow, some days feel normal, but these days are part of growth. Giving up early breaks the process. The people who succeed are not always the most talented. They are often the ones who continue when it feels boring. Another mistake is talking more than doing. Talking feels good. It gives a feeling of progress. But talking is not the same as action. Some people talk a lot about learning English, starting a business, or improving their life. But they do very little daily work. Quiet builders do the opposite. They do the work first. They let results speak later. Less talk and more action creates real change. Many people also wait for motivation instead of building habits. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel strong, and some days you feel tired. If you wait for motivation, you will stop often. Habits are different. Habits work even when motivation is low. When learning English becomes a habit, you practice even on busy days. This is how quiet wealth grows. Another hidden mistake is thinking that mistakes mean failure. In reality, mistakes mean learning. Quiet learners make many mistakes, but they do not stop. They learn from them. They adjust and continue. Mistakes are not the enemy. Giving up is. These mistakes also apply strongly to English learning. Many learners want to speak fluently very fast. They compare themselves to advanced speakers. They stop practicing after a few weeks. They talk about learning but do not practice daily. They wait to feel motivated. When you avoid these mistakes, your progress becomes steady and calm. The good news is that all these mistakes can be corrected. You do not need to be perfect, you just need to be patient. Focus on small daily actions. Stop comparing. Keep going when it feels slow. Build habits instead of chasing motivation. Do more than you talk. When you avoid these common mistakes, your journey becomes lighter. You feel more confident. You trust the process. And slowly, without noise, you build real wealth in your life and in your English. Simple daily habits. that build wealth quietly. Now let's focus on simple daily habits that build wealth quietly. These habits are not difficult. They do not need special talent or perfect conditions. They are small actions that anyone can do. When you practice them daily, they slowly change your life. This is how real wealth grows, without noise and without pressure. One powerful habit is spending 10 to 20 minutes learning every day. This may sound small, but it is enough. Learning does not need many hours. It needs consistency. When you learn a little every day, your brain stays active. You stay connected to your goals. Over time, these short sessions create strong knowledge and skills. This habit is easy to continue, even on busy days. Reading or listening every day is another quiet habit that builds wealth. Reading books, articles, or simple English texts expands your thinking. Listening to podcasts, videos, or conversations trains your ears. You do not need to understand everything. The goal is exposure. When you read or listen daily, your mind slowly becomes familiar with new ideas and words. This habit grows your knowledge quietly and naturally. Saving a small amount of money is also a strong habit. You do not need to save a lot. Even a small amount matters. The key is regular saving. When you save quietly, you build security. You reduce stress. You feel more in control of your future. This habit teaches discipline and patience. Over time, small savings turn into meaningful support. Writing goals quietly is another helpful habit. You do not need to share your goals with everyone. You can write them in a notebook or on your phone. Writing helps you think clearly. It helps you focus. When goals are written, they feel more real. You can review them often and adjust them. This habit gives direction to your daily actions. Being patient with progress is one of the most important habits. Growth is not always visible. Some days feel slow. Some days feel normal. Patience helps you continue. It protects you from frustration. When you are patient, you trust the process. You understand that real change takes time. This calm mindset supports all other habits. These habits also work perfectly for English learning. Listening every day, reading regularly, practicing speaking quietly, and staying patient will improve your English. You may not feel fluent today, but your skills are growing. Each small action adds to your confidence. The beauty of these habits is that they fit into real life. You do not need to change everything. You just add small actions. Over time, these actions become part of who you are. They create a strong foundation for success. So remember, quiet wealth is built through simple daily habits. Learn a little. Read or listen often. Save small amounts. Write your goals. Be patient. These habits may feel simple, but they are powerful. If you stay consistent, one day you will look back and see how much you have grown. As we come to the end of this podcast, I want to leave you with a feeling of calm confidence and hope. Remember this important truth. Quiet work matters. Even when no one sees your effort, it is still working for you. Every small action you take is building something valuable inside you. Progress does not always make noise, but it is always meaningful. Be patient with yourself and with your journey. Growth takes time, and that is not a weakness. It is a sign that what you are building is real and strong. When results are slow, it does not mean you are failing. It means you are learning. It means you are laying a foundation that will support you in the future. Trust this process, even on days when you feel tired or unsure. I want to especially encourage you to continue practicing your English. Every time you listen to English, repeat a sentence, or speak a few words, you are investing in yourself. You may not feel confident today, but confidence grows quietly. One day, you will notice that you understand more and speak more easily. This moment will come because of the quiet work you are doing now. Do not worry about being perfect. Do not worry about speed. Focus on consistency. Focus on showing up every day, even for a short time. English is not learned in one big step. It is learned through many small steps. Each step matters, even when it feels small. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. Everyone's journey is different, and your pace is right for you. Stop comparing yourself to others. Start believing in your own effort. Quiet work builds deep confidence, and this confidence stays with you. As you continue your day, carry this idea with you. Choose calm over noise. Choose patience over hurry. Choose small daily actions over big promises. Over time, these choices will shape your life in a powerful way. Before we say goodbye, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for giving your time, your attention, and your energy to this episode of Code Your English. Your decision to listen, learn, and improve already shows commitment. Even listening to a podcast like this is a small but powerful step toward building your future quietly. If you found this episode helpful, I gently encourage you to listen to it again. Repeating an episode is a very effective way to improve your English. The first time, you listen for understanding. The second time, you notice new words, ideas, and expressions. You can pause, repeat sentences aloud, or shadow my voice. Each repetition strengthens your listening and speaking skills, and this practice works quietly in the background. Try to make daily practice a part of your routine. You do not need to do a lot. Even a few minutes each day can make a big difference over time. Listening regularly, speaking a little every day, and staying connected to English will slowly build your confidence. Remember, progress does not need to be loud. Consistency is more important than intensity. I also invite you to stay engaged with Code Your English. If you enjoy these podcasts, come back for more episodes. Each episode is designed to help you learn English in a calm, simple, and meaningful way. You can also share this podcast with someone who is learning English like you. Learning together makes the journey easier and more enjoyable. As you continue your day, carry this calm mindset with you. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with your progress. Keep taking small steps, even on busy or difficult days. These small steps are building something strong inside you. Once again, thank you for being here and for choosing to grow quietly. I am proud of your effort, even if no one else sees it. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep believing in your journey. This is Code Your English, wishing you calm progress, quiet confidence, and steady growth. Until next time, take care and goodbye for now.